out to about a cup size, a good decent like bottom of a cup size, okay? I'm gonna run my thumb straight across in a little motion, right across the bottom. That's called compressing the clay. That's gonna make sure that my base doesn't crack. Now time for my sponge. If you throw with your hands, this is where you would just place a hand on either side. I use a sponge. It's like an L shape. Right across the bottom of the wheel into the clay. Okay, and my fingers go right here. The most important part about raising a wall is that you have to have a lip in the inside and the outside. What happens is your outside hand needs to be lower. I'm gonna make an indent. See that indent right there I just made? Can you see over here? That indent right here, okay, is your indent for the outside. You can't just make one. You have to have an indent in the inside and the outside, okay? So now I'm gonna make my in the inside, which is harder to see, but you can feel, basically. Okay? What happens is my lower hand is out here, my top hand is here. The clay is gonna snake through both my hands, and that's how you raise your wall. So if you don't make that inside one, which I didn't as a beginner ceramic, I totally forgot to do that inside lip. And then my, like, nothing would go above this height. And I was like, what's happening? Okay, so you have to have that lip on both sides. Okay, I'm gonna raise this wall. I can already tell that it's gonna come out uneven because I have, see that, how like there's a lump every, yeah. Trying to work it to the top so I can just cut it off. Okay, this, if you ever get something like this and you don't want to waste all the clay you have on here, needle tool, finger, needle tool goes across the outside, straight through. You want to go pretty fast. I'll lift up and I'll literally just take a whole donut off and be able to throw what's underneath it. Okay, here we go. So now, hopefully, I mean, it'll be, whatever I'm making will be a lot smaller than what I had planned. Okay, what I'm doing right here is compressing the top. See how it's more even than it used to be? I'm taking and pinching the sides and pressing down at the same time. Just compresses the top down. So if it's ever a little bit uneven, usually that compression across the top will make it even. Let's see if I can pull a wall from this. This will be interesting. Okay. Ridge on the outside, ridge on the inside. Slowly, very slowly moving up. Compressing the top. Every time I pull up a wall, I'm pinching the sides, and pressing down on the top ridge. Pull up another time. Making sure I get right to the bottom of the clay piece. If I don't, your pieces will be really heavy, which I have 2 examples of what not to do and what to do. One more time. Lip, inside, outside, here I go. Okay, I think that's as good as much as I'm gonna get out of this piece. There is water standing in the bottom. I can't leave that there. It will make my little cup crack. Okay, once you're satisfied with your piece, which I'm not with this one, but that's because I didn't wedge the clay before I started. I just squished a bunch of clay together and used it. This will save you a lot of time during trimming. You guys trimmed before? So after it's leather hard, you flip it upside down, push it back on here, trim the bottom and give it a nice foot. Okay. So this just saves you some time during trimming and helps you take it off a little bit easier. I'm gonna glide this flat part right across the bottom and just get a little bit of that clay off my piece. Just so I don't have to do that during trimming. Okay. I am buying the lifters, the metal lifters that you can pinch and put it on whatever surface you need. But for now, I have this wire. I'm gonna glaze right across the bottom. Okay, it moved a little bit, but that's fine. You have to rotate the wheel when you do that. Otherwise, that will just cut right through your piece. You're gonna flood it with water. Okay. And be able to lift it right off. Okay, if your piece is bigger, you can take these off before you push it to the side and put your wood board right next to it and kind of squish it on there. But that's only until I get the metal things. Okay?
So burny.
I'm gonna squish it.
Oh, okay.
We're done. Okay.